The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918 marked the end of one of the deadliest conflicts in the world's history, the First World War. This day was set aside to remember those military men who died in the line of duty during world wars. Commemoration of this day began in 1919, and it falls on the closest Sunday to the 11th November. This year, therefore, marks the 100th annual observance of the day.
At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
As members of the British Empire as it was then, men from the Gambia heeded to the call of their colonizers to fight in defense of freedom, even when they remained colonized. They were conscripted in numbers and died in numbers too as members of the Gambia Regiment of the Royal West Africa Frontier Force. The number of survivors of this conflict have been dwindling down to a mere handful here in the Gambia. At war memorials both in Banjul and Fajara, senior central and local government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, security officers and others came together to pay tribute and respect to men who lost their lives in the First and Second World Wars. After observing a 2-minute silence for the war heroes and processions by men in uniform, officials took turns for the traditional wreath laying on cenotaphs. The British High Commission in the Gambia holds an annual memorial event at the Fajara War Cemetery for the war dead. The British High Commissioner to the Gambia, Sharon Wardle, in laying a wreath on behalf of Queen Elizabeth II, expresses gratitude for the service of men who served in the world wars.
These small cameos from the lives of ordinary people show how personal family memories from this difficult period of our shared history continue to have a place in all our hearts. As you leave here today, I hope that you will take a moment to reflect on your own loved ones and the sacrifices they made so that we and generations to come can live in peace going forward.
Men of the Gambian regiment put their lives on the front line in support of their colonial masters. On this special occasion, the British High Commissioner described the sacrifice of Gambian men in the war as defending our freedom. Whether our men fought in the British or Gambia's interest, they died in protecting and saving lives abroad.
And Mr. Choi, I think that is something which should elicit the interest of the Gambian public, that we have our compatriots lying in Burma, in the jungles of Burma, in graves.
After their sacrifice for the world, Remembrance Day seems to be the only day when Gambia remembers those who made the ultimate sacrifice in losing their lives and the now few survivors. Yerokeda and Usman Jallo's Second World War veterans say their welfare matters most and that their financial benefits from government are negligible. We need support from government for feeding and to maintain our health. The majority of us don't have jobs. When we finish our military service, we are not considered for help and our welfare is forgotten. Feeding is our major problem. As the war dead lie in their graves and Second World War veterans still living with us, the world continues to remember them for their courage, bravery and sacrifice during the bloodiest wars in human history.
We shall not sleep, though poppies blow.
And we as Gambians must never forget or allow history to erase the crucial part played by our men in attaining victory. Momodou Choi for QTV News.